Maji moves the mountain. It's time to go on a moving and inspirational journey. Josh Roth Maji used a hammer and a chisel, grit, determination, and 20 years to carve a path through the mountains separating his poor village from the nearby village with schools, markets, and a hospital. Maji Moves the Mountain shows how we can all make a difference if our hearts are big enough. This book is based on a true story and is the winner of the 2018 South Asian Book Award. Get this moving and inspirational book, Maji Moves the Mountain, by Nancy Chernin, illustrated by Danny Popovich. Available at Amazon and independent booksellers. Published by Creshawn Books. And visit the author online. Bandit. Poor Bandit. His toy basket, fuzzy mouse, blanket, and bed are gone. So is his litter box, food bowl, and tuna. Then his owner carries him to the car. What's happening? Is he going to the vet? Or on vacation? Or is he moving? Bandit's adventures come to life with Vincent Nguyen's retro full-page paneled illustrations featuring graphite pencil, ink, watercolor, and digital media. Bandit by Karen Rostoker-Gruber, illustrated by Vincent Nguyen. This book is available for order from any bookstore or online. For a signed copy, call the Bookworm at 908-766-4599. And visit the author online. Story, how a deaf baseball player changed the game. All William Ellsworth Hoy wanted to do was play baseball. After losing out on a spot on a local deaf team, William practiced even harder, eventually earning a position on a professional team. But his struggle was far from over. In addition to the prejudice Hoy faced, he could not hear the umpire's calls. One day he asked the umpire to use hand signals: strike, ball, out. That day he not only got to base, but also changed the way the game was played forever. William Dummy Hoy became one of the greatest and most beloved players of his time. Get this historic book, The William Hoy Story, How a Deaf Baseball Player Changed the Game, by Nancy Chernin, illustrated by Jez Tuya. Available from Amazon and other online booksellers.
For Spacious Skies, Katharine Lee Bates and the inspiration for America the Beautiful. Katharine Lee Bates first wrote the lines to America the Beautiful after a stirring visit to Pikes Peak in 1893. But the story behind the song begins with Katharine herself, who pushed beyond conventional expectations of women to become an acclaimed writer, scholar, suffragist, and reformer. Katharine believed in the power of words to make a difference, and in America the Beautiful, her vision of the nation as a great family united from sea to shining sea continues to uplift and inspire us all. For Spacious Skies, Katharine Lee Bates and the inspiration for America the Beautiful, written by Nancy Chernin, illustrated by Olga Baumert.
Hi there, I'm Laurie Wallmark, and I love science and math. To share my passion with children, I write picture book biographies of women in STEM. That's science, technology, engineering, and math. My latest book, Codebreaker Spy Hunter, illustrated by Brooke Smart. The book tells the exciting story of how a cryptographer helped capture rum runners and break up Nazi spy rings. The back matter shows kids how they can crack the code and exchange secret messages with their friends. Scattered throughout the book's illustrations are hidden messages for kids to find and decode. For those who want to learn more, the back matter also includes a description of how codes and ciphers work, as well as information about cryptography today. Kids will learn how to keep their information safe, whether shopping online, surfing the web, or simply texting. I learned a lot and had a great deal of fun writing Codebreaker Spy Hunter. I think kids will also learn a lot and have a great deal of fun reading Codebreaker Spy Hunter.
Queen and the First Christmas Tree, Queen Charlotte's Gift to England. Queen Charlotte brought her family's festive holiday Yule boat from Germany to England. While planning a Christmas Day party in 1800 at Windsor Castle for over 100 children, she realized a single bow isn't enough. So she brought in the whole tree instead, making it the first known Christmas tree in England. Also cool, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle got married on Queen Charlotte's birthday. Get this wonderful book, The Queen and the First Christmas Tree, by Nancy Chernin, illustrated by Louisa Uribe. Available from Amazon and independent booksellers. And visit the author online. Farmer Kobi's Hanukkah Match. Come join Farmer Kobi and his animals for a hilarious Hanukkah dinner. Kobi's well-mannered goats, donkey, and sheep know just how to play host, and they give Polly, Kobi's Hanukkah guest, a gracious welcome. When Polly isn't sure animals belong in the house, what will happen next? Find out with laugh-out-loud pictures and puns that are sure to entertain all readers. As Donkey says, hee-haw, yahoo! Farmer Kobi's Hanukkah Match was named a National Jewish Book Award finalist and was awarded the 2016 Outstanding Children's Literature Award from the Church and Synagogue Library Association. This book is available in every Barnes & Noble store in their Hanukkah section this year. Farmer Kobi's Hanukkah Match by Karen Rostoker-Gruber and Rabbi Ron Isaacs, illustrated by C.B. Decker. Irving Berlin, the immigrant boy who made America sing. Irving Berlin came to the United States as a refugee from Tsarist Russia, escaping a pogrom that destroyed his village. Growing up on the streets of the Lower East Side, the rhythms of jazz and blues inspired his own songwriting career. Berlin created the soundtrack for American life with his catchy tunes and irresistible lyrics, creating such classics like White Christmas and There's No Business Like Show Business. With God Bless America, he sang his thanks to the country which had given him, and so many immigrants, their home sweet home. Get this historic and melodic book. Irving Berlin, the immigrant boy who made America sing, by Nancy Churnin, illustrated by James Ray Sanchez. Available from Amazon and independent booksellers. Also available from the publisher, Creston Books. And visit the author online.
Farmhouse Folktale. Farmer Earl has had enough. His home is too crowded. So he visits the wise woman in town for help. She tells him to bring all his ducks in the house, and then all his horses, and all his goats too. How will there be more room with all these animals? A Crowded Farmhouse Folktale by Karen Rostoker-Gruber, illustrated by Christina Swarner, published by Albert Whitman and Company. Available October 1st, 2020. Pre-order on Amazon or purchase from any independent bookseller. If you like the book signed, just call or email the bookworm. And visit online.
Charlie takes a shot. Charlie Sifford loved golf, but in the 1930s, only white people were allowed to play in the Professional Golf Association. Sifford had won plenty of black tournaments, but he was determined to break the color barrier in the PGA. In 1961 he did, only to face discrimination from hotels that wouldn't rent him rooms and clubs that wouldn't let him use the same locker as the white players. But Sifford kept playing, becoming the first black golfer to win a PGA tournament and eventually ranking among the greats in golf. Add this wonderful piece of history to your family library: How Charlie Sifford Broke the Color Barrier in Golf. Charlie Takes a Shot by Nancy Chernin, illustrated by John Jobin. Available from Amazon and independent booksellers. Martin and Anne, the kindred spirits of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Anne Frank. Anne Frank and Martin Luther King Jr. were born the same year, a world apart. Both faced ugly prejudices and violence, which both answered with words of love and faith in humanity. This is the story of their parallel journeys to find hope in darkness and to follow their dreams. Kristen Carvello, board member of the Anne Frank House of Washington, D.C., calls it a wonderful weaving of the stories of two amazing and courageous people who both answer hatred with love. Martin and Anne, the kindred spirits of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Anne Frank. Written by Nancy Chernin, illustrated by Nginya Nybrook. Available from Amazon and independent booksellers.